What's going on, legends? What if the NFL had to do a restart draft and had to pick new players for their team, or would they go with the same players and try to get them early, or what would they do? So in this video, we're going to find out in a fantasy draft whether if teams are going to keep their players or who are they going to go after to try to get a Super Bowl. So today we are going to test this out and see who is going to draft the best fantasy team if the NFL had to redo the draft as of current players and rookies as of now. So we'll skip ahead. I just picked the Packers as my team because that's my favorite team. And we're going to see who is going to be the best team. We'll take a look at all 32 teams and see who they picked up and predict who will be in the Super Bowl or who will win the Super Bowl. Will the Buccaneers go with the Tom Brady and the Saints go with the old Drew Brees, or will they go for a young quarterback and try to work around a franchise with him? We're only going to do a one season simulation. We're not going to do a whole season. So we will see how teams will fare out. Hopefully teams will be like a shocker and be like going for young guys but getting far. So the moment of truth is finally here. We will go to rosters. We will start with the very first team. I should have done this at the very beginning. Instead of picking my favorite team, I should have went to the Bears for the first team. So the Bears, their roster, 390s. They went with Jameis Winston as their quarterback. For the running back, they went with Damian Williams. They don't have a fullback. Wide receivers, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton. They went with Justin Jefferson, the rookie. Not a good receiving core. What about their tight ends? Gerald Everett, Isaiah Wynn as their tackle, Billy Price, Ryan Kelly. Their own line's not looking that great. They have DeMarcus Lawrence. They got a Chandler Jones, but he's old. Bears don't. They have Darius Slay, but that's like they went with Eddie Jackson. They had to stick with Eddie Jackson. They knew Eddie Jackson was something, so they kept him. And they got Harrison Smith, so their safeties are strong, but their rest of their team is not good. We're not looking at draft picks or practice squad. Instead, we'll just look at like their top like 5 players instead. So next up is the Bengals. They went with Lamar Jackson. They also got Zadarius Smith, Greg Olsen, Trey Flowers, Kenny Galladay, Jordan Poyer, Taylor Lumen, Devontae Freeman. Dude, this team is sick. And he has the DK Metcalf. That's a good team. Even though there's only 190 overall, but that's a good team. We have the Bills. They went Patrick Mahomes and J.J. Watt. They got 2 big leaders on the offensive defensive side. And 4 solid old linemen. An 89 left guard, 88 right tackle, 86 right guard, 85 left tackle. They got an 85 punter, and they must think they're going to punt a lot. But they have Eric Ebron on there. Will Fuller is going to be their leading wideout. This shocks me. The Bills and Bengals, like with good players. Broncos went a wide receiver, as in Devontae Adams. Got Quentin Nelson as a guard and OBJ. So they have 2 big wideouts. with a solid middle linebacker, a solid tight end. With Landon Collins, who's our quarterback? That's I have to see. Gardner Minshew. He has two big wide receivers that he can go to. What about the Browns? Stephon Gilmore, Eric Hendricks, Cooper Kupp, Emmanuel Sanders. They went with Colin Kaepernick as their quarterback. Interesting. The Buccaneers, they went with Christian McCaffrey and Tyler Lockett. Christian McCaffrey and Latavius Murray is his backup. Who's their Derek Carr's their quarterback. And they got Fitzmagic back there. Oh, I didn't mean to back out like that. Shoot. Man, some of these teams are like nuts with who they went with. We ended on the Cardinals, right? Yeah. So Chiefs. Or Chargers. They went with Aaron Donald, Mitchell Schwartz, Grady Jarrett, Richie Incognito. They went with Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback. This is a good team, too. The Chiefs. Rodney Hudson. They have Dak Prescott as their starting quarterback. I mean, a lot of their first picks are all defensive. So they're going to be a defensive team. The Colts with Cameron Jordan, Tre'Davious White, Michael Pierce. Aaron Rodgers has 490s. He has Robert Woods to throw to. Austin Eckler. He has A.J. Brown as well. And Philip Dorsett. Who's his tight end? David Njoku and Jesse James. Those are good tight ends to have for Aaron Rodgers. For the Cowboys, I went with DeAndre Hopkins and Teron Armstead as their 90s. This team looks good, too. They have Jimmy G as a QB with Kenyon Drake. The Miami Dolphins went with Danielle Hunter, Alvin Kamara, Melvin Ingram, Minkah Fitzpatrick. It's funny because he was here. I think it's funny. Hunter Henry's their tight end. Who's their QB then? Daniel Jones and Justin Herbert. You got a rookie and a sophomore season quarterback. He has good wideouts and a defense to help him, but it's a matter of him contributing. For the Eagles, Tyreek Hill. They got Justin Tucker as their kicker. Wow. They must not trust this offense. They have Josh Allen. He's better than a 77, though. The Falcons, Travis Kelce, the Honey Badger, Atkins, Griffin, Deshaun Watson. I have no clue who this guy is. I've never heard of him. Preston Smith, Avery Williamson, Melvin Gordon. Dude, this Falcons team is good. They're just lacking a little bit of the wide receiver spot, but they're good. For the 49ers, they had to stay with George Kittle. So far that I've seen, I'm not looking through the whole roster, but I've seen two people stay on the team. And that was Eddie Jackson for the Bears, and right now, George Kittle. Look at your first three offensive. Big left tackle, protect your blind side. Big running back name. Good tight end. And then you got a solid defense here with Golden Tate as the wide receiver. This team looks good. Brandon Brooks. Oh, injuries are on it. Turn those off. Crap. I should turn those off. But you have Stephon Diggs, Justin Simmons, Chris Harris. That's a duo back together. You got Brandon Cooks, Philip Lindsay, Deshaun Jackson. Quarterback is Ben Roethlisberger. That's going to be a good team, too. The Jaguars, Fletcher Cox, Mari Cooper, T.Y. Hilton, Kareem Hunt. Dude, this offense is going to be nuts. But they have Drew Lock, so they're not going to do anything. Sorry, Broncos fans. Michael Thomas. Drew Brees found a way to stay together. He's really 41? I think he's 41 years old. Holy crap. I thought he was like late 30s. Cameron Hayward. Allen Robinson. He has 2 wideouts he can throw to in a defense, solid defense. For Lions, Ronnie Staley, Nick Chubb, DeForest Buckner, Marquise Pouncey. They have Devontae Parker as their like only threat besides the running back, who's a quarterback. Jared Goff. For the Green Bay Packers, they got Julio Jones and Zeke with Levante David, Byron Jones, Micah Hyde, used to be a Packer, Kareem Jackson, Dwayne Brown, Cole Beasley. Who's our quarterback? I'm scared. We went back aside Jordan Love. At least we got Jordan Love. Cam Newton's our quarterback. Who is the running back? Oh yeah, Zeke. Who's our wideouts again? Dude, Julio Jones is gonna be nuts for Green Bay. Trey Burton. I did it again. At least we're on Green Bay. I don't know. This is gonna be tough to pick a team. For the Panthers, Mike Evans, Ramczyk. They went with Tom Brady. Tom Brady and Evans staying together. And he has A.J. Green, Todd Gurley, C.J. Mosley. Dude. I think the Panthers will win it just looking at this team already. We'll look at the rest of the teams, though. We won't make that prediction yet, but I'm leaning toward the Panthers. Myles Garrett, Trenton Brown. They got Cordero Sutton, or Cortland Sutton, with Matthew Stafford and Larry Fitzgerald, and Mike Williams. So he has good passer or good wide receivers. For the Raiders, Bobby Wagner, Derrick Henry, David DeCastro, Edelman's there. Wentz is their quarterback. For the Rams, Calais Campbell, Devin McGordy, Jamal Adams. That is like the best safety duo you could probably have, other than like Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor, like in a video simulated game. This is like the best duo right here so far. You got Bell, who's a QB. Let's look at the QB real quick. Kyler Murray, not a bad one. I mean, he has Sterling Shepard, Marquise Lee, and Deontay Johnson with Taja Sharp. For the Ravens, we have Patrick Peterson, Lael Collins, whatever, Kawan Short, T.J. Watt, Chris Carson, Ryan Kerrigan, Curtis Samuel, and Taylor Gabriel, with Randall Cobb down there. Isaiah Simmons is back there at safety. Their quarterback is Joe Burrow. They went with the rookie Joe Burrow. They have rookies on both sides. The Washington football team, David Bakhtiari, Zach Ertz, Josh Jacobs, Marcus Peters, Gerald McCoy, Calvin Ridley, Michael Gallup, Sam Darnold. Oh, I feel sorry. God, I did it again. I hit bitten back instead of just switching it over. I feel sorry for that team. Sam Darnold's not their savior. For the Saints, Kevin Byard, Nick Bosa, Matt Ryan went there. he has Tyrell Williams is looking like that's all for passing. For the Seahawks, they went with Chris Jones, Keenan Allen, Adam Thielen. That's two good wide receivers there, as we've seen before with other duos. Raheem Mostert. Here's a QB. Tua Tagovailoa is their QB. We're going to see if they can win it with him. For the Steelers, we have Philip Rivers, a quarterback. We know who that is. But they have Zach Martin, Khalil Mack. That's two good people on your offense and defensive. With Joey Bosa, this D-line is going to be nuts for the Steelers. With Earl Thomas, Marshawn Lattimore, Juju Smith-Schuster. Three people that I've known stayed on the team. With Marvin Jones. Oh, I don't know. Between them... And you have David Johnson as a backup running back. Between them, because this, for my AFC prediction, Steelers. NFC, Panthers. Already calling it. I don't think these last three teams will have anything good. I mean, three good 90s and then 289s. After that's nothing, so. Titans. They have Russell Wilson, Saquon Barkley, Richard Sherman, Lane Johnson. They have a decent team. But I'm still keeping my prediction how it is Steelers and Panthers. Jalen Ramsey, Jason Kelsey, Rob Gronkowski. That's three good 90s. Joe Mixon's there. You got John Brown. Baker Mayfield. This team could do something, but I'm still sticking with the Panthers and Steelers based off the team. So we will simulate this season all the way to the playoffs. We will not look at like mid-season standings or that. We'll look at like MVP, Offense Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and all that. And we'll just simulate straight to the Super Bowl after all those awards and see who will be in the Super Bowl game. I'm predicting Panthers and Steelers just off of that team. I kind of hope it is because then I'm a genius. Panthers had a solid like 3 or 4 starters on the offensive side and like 3 or 4 on the defensive. And then who would I say, Panthers or Steelers? I don't remember. Both of them had good starters and defenders on their like first 5 guys. It was nuts. This is simulating really slow too, guys. I'm not trying to edit it out as much, but I don't want to edit this out, but I may have to. I don't know. I may not. We'll see. Week 13. I should have simulated to the halfway mark, see how teams are doing, but I was like, hey, let's simulate all the way through. Simulate to the first week of playoffs. See which teams made it and which teams didn't. If the Steelers and Panthers didn't make it, I'll be shocked. The only way that they want it would be injuries. I should turn the injuries off so people who were opt out of their contract because of COVID or are hurt during the season, then they wouldn't be. That's what I should have done. I just didn't do it. So, wow. Let's look at the teams and how they did. Holy crap. I was not expecting the Packers to go 11-5 with the team. We'll start with the AFC North. This Bengals team. I forgot about the Bengals were good too. And the Ravens made it. For the South, the Colts and Titans made it. For the East, the Bills still made it. I forgot the Bengals and Bills were a good team. Along with the Jets. And the Chargers made it. So, the Steelers didn't make it. They had Phillip Rivers like two of the best wideouts in that. The Bengals and Bills did. So who's on that Bengals and Bills team again? I gotta look. Because I'm shocked. Oh. I forgot. They had Lamar. And they have Patrick Mahomes. But I'm shocked because this Steelers team, they had Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa as their best duo, and they had a strong defense with two dominating wide receivers. I guess Phillip Rivers didn't do that hot for them. That's why I'm shocked. Interesting. So my prediction was wrong for the AFC. I'm going to switch it and say I don't know. I'm going to say the Bengals will make the Super Bowl. So I'm going to switch it. There's no rule saying I can't, so I'm going to switch it and say the Bengals will go to the Super Bowl now for the AFC team. This team shocked me. The Packers, they clinched the first seed at 11-5, so the NFC didn't do too good. But Vikings and Lions made it. You had the Panthers who made it, as I said, they probably would. With the Falcons, with Drew Brees, I think, is on that. No, maybe not Drew Brees. Buccaneers almost made it, too. Football team made it. The Giants struggled, to be honest. I'm kind of shocked. And this division was really close. One win off for these two to tie it. That was a close division. That just shocks me. So the Packers are the NFC's first team, and the Bengals were the first team. Or no, the Bills were the first team. So let's look at the news reports. Right? I don't know. I've never done like the MVP stuff. Oh, is this what I have to go under? Or maybe not. I don't know. I've never done it. Let's just simulate to Super Bowl. Maybe it's before the Super Bowl. I don't know. I've never found the MVP stuff yet. I don't do that stuff in my videos. It's going to be a little longer video, but that's alright. It's alright. As long as I get it made and out there for you guys. That's all that matters, right? Right. What? No way. The Jets and the Packers. My prediction was wrong. Wow. Oh, if I went our stats, it would tell me. That's where. I figured it out, guys. So, Cam Newton in the Green Bay Packers. Zeke. I forgot about Zeke. Dude, I should have went with Green Bay. What was I thinking? I've never doubt my Green Bay Packers. Julio Jones had a big year. Levante David, Byron. I forgot about this team. What was I thinking? So between the Packers and Jets, I'm going with the Packers to win it. So let's look at the awards. Who won MVP? Russell Wilson did. Okay. Coach of the Year, Zach Taylor. Okay. AFC Offense Player of the Year, Russell Wilson. Defense Player of the Year, Bobby Wagner. Rookie of the Year, Joe Burrow. Defense Rookie of the Year, Logan Wilson. I have no clue what position he plays. Best quarterback, Drew Brees. Drew Brees is on the Jets. That's why they made it. And that's Michael Thomas, too. Kareem Hunt was the best running back. Best wideout was Allen Robinson. He has him, too. Oh, my Lord. O-line was Mitchell Schwartz. D-line was Aaron Donald. Linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Defensive back, Marshawn Lattimore. Kicker, Josh Lambo. For the NFC, we have Cam Newton winning Offense Player of the Year. Defense Player, Demario Davis. Rookie of the Year, Tua Tagovailoa. Rookie of the Year for the defensive side, Jordan Brooks. Best quarterback, Cam Newton. Best running back, Christian McCaffrey. Deshaun Jackson won best wideout. Really? He must have had an insane season. O-line was Jason Kelce. Best defensive line was Chris Jones. Best linebacker was Chandler Jones. Best defensive back was Jalen Ramsey. Best kicker was Will Lutz. And, yeah. Look at team, no, not team stats, player stats, and we're going to go straight to the NFL and see all player stats. Oops, I got to keep it going. Drew Brees led the league in passing yards. Why did it change? For touchdowns, it was Russell Wilson. For most picks, Aaron Rodgers had 21 picks. Okay. Rushing went to Joe Mixon. Christian McCaffrey wasn't that far behind. Neither was Zeke. Only 100-yard difference between 101-yard difference between him and Joe Mixon. Leading leader in rushing touchdowns, Christian McCaffrey. Receiving, Devontae Adams won it by 9 receiving yards over Allen Robinson. So, Michael Thomas didn't do much. They must have double-teamed him a lot then. Marquise Lee for the Rams had 14. Defensive side, your leader in tackle was Reuben Foster. Okay. Whoops, I want the sack leader. Was Aaron Donald. 19 sacks. Holy crap. Your interception leader was Marshawn Lattimore and Jalen Ramsey. Wow, that's just nuts. So I think Green Bay will win the Super Bowl. We will simulate, though. I mean, Drew Brees has 2 big targets, but I think Green Bay will. Whoops, I didn't want to play it. Advance and sim. Who will be our Super Bowl champion? And your Super Bowl champion is the New York Jets, 38-24. To be honest, I'm shocked at the outcome. I was not expecting any of these teams to be in there. We'll take a look at this postseason real quick. So the Jets made it as a wild card team, beating the Colts. And then they went on. The Packers beat the Lions by 3. Beat the Chargers. The Jets did. The conference game, they played the Bills, pounded on Patrick Mahomes and the company. And the Packers beat the Falcons, and then we got to the Super Bowl, and they won 38-24. Look at the game stats real quick. Okay, Drew Brees is in existence on here, but Cam Newton had. Yeah, they don't have Drew Brees for some reason. Cam Newton had 3 passing touchdowns. Zeke had 68 on the ground. Michael Thomas led in receiving yards. Burton had 2 receiving touchdowns. Leading tackler was Devin White, it looks like. There's 1 pick by Kareem Jackson. So, there you have it. There was a restart 2 NFL season. The Jets would win it with Drew Brees.